Hi, I'm Clarissa Williams, host of Cookeville Now and Highlands Insider. We are here with Diane Black, one of our former congresswomen. Thank you for being with us today.
Well, you're welcome. Thank you for having me.
I did not know that you and Marsha Blackburn were referred to as the killer bees until today.
That is a really good story. It is.
I know that in your past, you have been a watchdog for conservative spending and making sure we have budgets appropriated properly. So, what kind of grade would you give folks today?
Well, that would be a little bit hard for me, honestly, to evaluate because I haven't been in the General Assembly or in Washington to actually be able to look at it deeply. So I don't want to say something that I'm not really totally sure about.
Yeah.
But I do have a concern that we need to continue to make sure that what we're doing is appropriate for the people that we're serving. And that, to me, was always a very important thing. And I spent a lot of time talking to my constituents to make sure that I was properly representing them.
Well, we appreciate it, and everyone loves you because you have helped and you've served the community for so long that you have just one of those names that when you talk about good Republicans, good politicians, good public servants, your name is always one of those.
Oh, you humble me by saying that, but I love people. I always have loved people. And when I had that opportunity to be able to make a difference, even when I just started out at the level of in the Senate, or actually in the House, at the state level, I just fell in love with it. Mm-hmm. And I'd like to see things done. And I like to see things completed. And so it was really a good match for me.
Well, I would say as a background nurse, you probably are used to things happening fast and a certain way, and you have to be able to move on a dime. So I think that really aligns well with the role that you had.
Absolutely. And you say that well, because that was actually one of the things that when I first ran for a seat, I knew that I could be helpful. And what took me there was the fact that the General Assembly in the state was having some difficulties, especially with health care. Mm-hmm. And that's really what got me into politics to begin with, is I felt like, wow, I have such a great background in this. I think that at least I can do something related to my experience and the things that I really have worked hard to understand.
Well, do you have something for the young ladies who may be thinking about getting into politics, or the young women that we saw here today? We had a great attendance of well over 200. What advice would you give to them?
I would advise them to look at what really makes them happy that they do. And that's what I tell all the young women that come to talk to me, is figure out what you really love. Because if you find that what you're doing is what you really love, you'll never work a day in your life.
Absolutely.
And you will feel so contented that you were able to do something that was in your heart and it went well. And that will only make you want to do more the next time.
Well, is there anyone you'd like to give a shout out to?
Oh, I just would like to give a shout out to everybody here in Cookeville. I love Cookeville. And I hesitate to say this, but out of all of my districts, Cookeville was always my favorite. Of course, I live in Gallatin, but I love Cookeville because this is a town that has so much history. Mm-hmm. But it's a town that is so kind. It's like a family.
Yes.
Everybody just really looks out for one another. And I have always loved Cookeville. And now I can say it since I'm not in Congress and I don't have to tell anybody I'm sorry that this is my favorite. But I love Cookeville.
Well, thank you. And Cookeville loves you too.
Thank you.
Thank you for joining us today.
Thank you for having me.
We'll welcome you anytime you want to stop by the studio.
Okay, I certainly will do that at some point in time.
Fantastic.
Thank you.
Thank you, everyone. And we will see you the next time.